Sampurna against the boys back. Sampurna with the bump. Oh! Game breaker! And at the moment, 5 gems in Sampurna. And that's it! Congratulations to the Taguig Generals. And they would advance to the best of 5 finals.
KBA Luid trying to hold on, and this is a battle for the right to face the Taguig Generals in the championship round. Answer Khan, the floater is good and one! And the celebration is on for KBA Luid Pampanga.
The Taguig Generals are ready to go. Everything going right for the defending championship, but they will be going up against a really good KBA Luid Kapampangan team.
We are moments away from
And
tip-off.
this is going to be a good one.
Finals championship round is set. Generals going up against KBA Luid, hindi tahanan ng tunay na homegrown ng NBL Pilipinas.
Joy Tamu Kabalen. We are live on the Luid Channel 23. Kompleto na ang channel mo. This is Game 2 of the Best of 5 NBL Pilipinas 2023 Season President's Cup Finals. Ang tahanan ng tunay na homegrown. Here at Nicoleo de Sebastian in San Fernando, Pampanga. Now, join me in welcoming the players from both teams. Starting with the 2022 NBL Chairman's Cup champions, Taguig City Generals. An intimidating factor in the paint from Barangay Wawa, Taguig, J.R. Yasa. A headstrong with his own way to stop the opponent from Barangay Bagumbayan, Edsel Galoy. A slick and fast-moving guard from Ligid Tipas, Mark Edison Ordonez. Here comes the team captain, a stronghold from Barangay Hagonoy, Kevin Oliveria. An unselfish guard and capable from Barangay Bagumbayan, Kino Alcantara. A stalwart from Barangay Ususan, committed and purposeful, Luis Subido. Another energetic type of player, confident and focused from South Signal, John Mark Gabiran. A valuable and aggressive defender from Bagumbayan, Noel Santos. A proficient shooter and reliable on the defensive end from Bambang Taguig, Francisco Tanshoko. Another reliable performer, none other than Chris Azares. His physical might helps their powerhouse defense from Western Bikutan, Zuwarto Mamaluba Jr. One of the fiery two-way players, the elastic man of Barangay Ususan, Dan Anthony Natividad. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's make way for the starting lineup of your Taguig Generals. He played his A game last Friday and set the tone for his team, Upper Bikutan Pride. At forward, number 0, LJ Mayo. He does it all whenever he's on the floor. From Palingon, Tipas, playing center, number 3, Jonats Lontok. He's an excellent marksman from the Rainbow Arc, the gunslinger of Barangay Tanyag, small forward number 21, Fidel Castro. A pesky guard from Bagong Bayan, Taguig. He's a strategic passer and team player. Number 69 at point guard, Batman, Harvey Subrabas. His stellar performance during Game 1 has delighted the Taguig crowd from Barangay Ususan. Shooting guard number 12, the Forest Hunter, Mike Jefferson Sampurna. The head coach is being Victoria, assisted by Ricky Reyes. Ladies and gentlemen, the Taguig City Generals. Ay ninaing pakapaninayan you. Playing beyond expectations on their first NBL season, your KBA Luid Kapampangan. Intensifies the game with his desire and grit from Minalin, Pampanga, Jericho Isidro. Is tricky and one of the reliable players from Guagua, Mark Jasper Manalang. A rainmaker and slasher from Porac, Paul Aldrich Toquero. A versatile player who's back with a vengeance, Angeles City pride, Brian James So. Next up is a hard-working and hustle big man also from Angeles City, Marlon Huico. Eager and pump-up big man from Angeles City, Maiko Huico. Is 50 and reliable in the defensive end of the floor from San Fernando, Pampanga, Jeric Neil Villarente. Magsigla Tamu Coleo de Sebastian. Here's the starting five for your KBA Luid Kapampangan. A persistent player from Angeles City. Small forward number 10, M. Tungkul. An agile and a great defender from San Fernando, Pampanga. Power forward number 9, Miko Rainster Santos. A speedy and efficient court general from Guagua. Point guard number 20, Cyrus Antiza. He's an aggressive defender and helping to stretch the floor from Sasmuan. Number 21, playing center, Calvin Swing. He's one of the craftiest players, a rookie, but battling like a metal-tested performer. Here ya from Guagua, the Bomberman, number 4, Lancer Khan. The head coach is Ren Cabrera, assisted by Elmer Gonzalez. Ladies and gentlemen, your KBA Luid Kapampangan. Now, may we request everyone to please stand. Tumayo po tayo, if you are able, and please remove your caps for the NBL prayer.
Almighty and loving Father, we humbly come before you today with hearts full of gratitude and hope as we gather to lift up the National Basketball League Pilipinas into your loving hands. We recognize that you are the giver of all talents and abilities, and we acknowledge that every victory and success is ultimately from you. We pray for the players, coaches, and support personnel who are dedicated to the pursuit of excellence in this league. Grant them strength, good health, and endurance as they prepare for each game. Instill in them a spirit of unity and camaraderie that they may work together harmoniously, supporting and encouraging one another. Lord, we ask for a fair competition where the athletes showcase their skills and entertain the fans. May integrity and sportsmanship prevail on and off the court. Help them to respect the rules of the game, play with passion, and display the highest level of discipline and character. We pray for the fans, the heartbeat of the league. Bless them with joy and excitement as they cheer for their favorite teams. Grant them patience, understanding, and respect for one another, regardless of their allegiances. May this league serve as a unifying force, bringing people together in celebration of the sport they love. Lord, we lift up the organizers and officials of the National Basketball League Pilipinas. Grant them wisdom, discernment, and guidance as they lead and make decisions that will shape the future of this league. May their actions always be driven by fairness, transparency, and the best interests of the players and fans. Above all, we pray for your divine protection over everyone from harm, injury, and any negative influences. Surround them with your loving grace, comforting them in times of defeat and uplifting them in times of triumph. Finally, Lord, we acknowledge that regardless of the outcome, you are in control. Help us to remember that sports are a gift, and the true measure of success lies in the character and values we exhibit. May the National Basketball League Pilipinas be a platform where individuals are inspired, dreams are pursued, and your name is glorified through Christ, our Lord. Amen.
Maratili tayong nakatindig, and to bring in the Philippine flag, here's Taguig General Coco Tansyoko and KBA Luid Kapampangan Jericho Isidro. Let's sing all together the Philippine National Anthem.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Please remain standing as we give respect to the team's hymn, starting with to sing the Taguig City hymn, the Taguig City Generals.
Bayang pinagpala ng dakilang lumikha, may bagong pag-asa sa hangaring dakila.
Thank you very much, Taguig Generals. And they gather as well to sing the Pampanga hymn, your KBA Luid Kapampangan. Thank you very much, KBA Luid Kapampangan. Now both teams at the center court for the sportsmanship handshake. And you still have time to warm up before the tip-off.
Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag. May kahalong pangarap, gustong maiangat. Larong aking pinag-usayan. Walang pake kahit na malatayan. Kahit anong sabihin nila, wala akong pakialam sa lahat ng bagay. Alam nyo na ba, hindi nyo ako maikukumpara. Bawat laro sa aking kada pasa. Sa alab na puso laging aasa. Handang sugurin ang lahat, tigante man ang katapat. Panis yan sa'kin sapagkat panalo ay aking hangad. Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay. Sa daang matira matibay, ang kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan, lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan, tapas at tapang sa bawat laban. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalap ng pusong handang makipagsabayan. Pasok palagi ang bola, hindi naliligaw. Batang may galawan, kaya halimaw bumitaw. Bawat pagtira may kumpiyansa sa sarili, di mapigil ng marami, malupit na dumiskarte. Handang pakita sa mundo ang pagkakaiba, pag may pangarap handang makipagsabayan.
Sampurna! Attacking of Sampurna, gets the points back. Sampurna with the bump. Oh, game break. Mike Jefferson. that's it! Congratulations to the Taguig Generals, and they will advance to the best of 5 finals.
KBA Luid trying to hold on, and this is a battle for the right to face the Taguig Generals in the championship round. Lancer Khan, the floater is good and one! And the celebration is on for KBA Luid Pampanga.
The Taguig Generals are ready to go. Everything going right for the defending championship, but they will be going up against a really good KBA Luid Kapampangan team.
We are moments away from
And
tip-off.
this is going to be a good one.
Finals championship round is set. Generals going up against KBA Luid, hindi tahanan ng tunay na homegrown ng NBL Pilipinas.
The action resumes here in the NBL Pilipinas President's Cup on Aliw 23. Kumpleto na ang channel mo, and the scene has shifted to the Colegio de Sebastian Gym in San Fernando, Pampanga for Game 2 of this Best of 5 Final Series. A thunderous tussle for the title is the Taguig Generals against KBA Luid Kapampangan. Mabuhay Pilipinas, and welcome to our coverage on Aliw 23. I'm Ruben Terrado, and we welcome you for joining us here on our coverage. You know, Game 2 may not be a close-out contest, but it will be a crucial one for both teams as Taguig is eyeing for a 2-0 lead in this series, an advantage that could be insurmountable for Luid Kapampangan. We review game number 1, where Taguig won in dominating fashion. The score was 92-74. Taguig led by as many as 24 points, but the big story of that match is the rebound. 61 rebounds for Taguig, 22 on the offensive end, and that resulted to 31 second chance points, only 1 for Luid in that statistical department. Taguig taking game number 1 of that final series. And now the focus is on for 4 players, including this guy, Mike Sampurna, the best player of the game in the series opener. And of course, Sampurna worked early, and he had 10 points in the first quarter, enabling the Generals to take a big lead in the first half. And he also, aside from the scoring, he also brought the rebounds, and he was also a facilitator for Taguig Generals on their way to a dominating Game 1 victory. An efficient performance for Mike Sampurna, and he is once again ready to soar in Game 2. In Game 1, he had 23 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, and an efficient 10 of 15 from the field. Of course, Taguig lorded the boards, and that's because of LJ Mayo. And as we see in the graphic, 16 rebounds for LJ Mayo in Game 1, but he also produced on offense 13 points, also an efficient 6 of 10 from the field, and he also defended well. He had 2 blocks in game number 1. Moving to the other side, and Lancer Khan, he delivered as well on offense, but most of his points came in the second half, where Luid had to come back in this contest. It was already a big lead for Taguig when Lancer Khan exploded in the second half, but still he delivered the goods for Luid. And of course, if Luid will have a chance to win the championship, Khan must deliver once again here in Game 2. As we look at the numbers of Lancer Khan in Game 1, 24 points as well, 10 of 15 from the field. He also had 5 rebounds, and of course, he also did it on defense with 4 steals for Lancer Khan. Of course, Lancer Khan also needs some help, and Mark Manalang proved to be did his role as a secondary offensive option for Luid Kapampangan, but for Manalang, he had to earn every point in this game. In Game 1 against Taguig, the Lubao native scored well in Game 1, but again, percentage-wise, it was not a good night for Mark Manalang. 15 points, but you see the field goal shooting, he had to earn every point, 4 of 15 from the field, but a silver lining for assists and 5 steals for Mark Manalang. Now let's go to Mr. Richard Tampos, our game announcer.
And we're ready. The game officials are Kokoy Arceo, Junel Buse, and Ferdinand Santa Ana. This game is under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusements Board. Let the Game 2 finals begin. NBL Pilipinas 2023 President's Cup. Ang tahanan ng tunay na homegrown.
A look at the starters for the General: Subraba, Sampurna, Lontok, Mayo, and Castro. For Luid, Antiza, Can, Suwing, Santos, and Tungkol. Again, this is game number 2 of the best of 5 final series between Taguig and Luid. And we are playing at the Luid's home floor, the Colegio de Sebastian Gym in San Fernando, Pampanga. For this clash, I'm Ruben Terrado. We are live on Aliw 23 as well as on the NBL Pilipinas Facebook and YouTube pages, as well as on our international live stream partners. And we are set to begin game number 2 here in San Fernando, Pampanga. The first tip goes to Luid, Kapampangan. Can working against Subrabas. The ball goes back to Antiza, around and out on that 3-point attempt. Mayo grabs the board. Subrabas, the front court, drives inside. And the pass picked off by Luid. Antiza stops. Pass to Can. Back to Antiza. Santos with a drive. Misses. Can gets the offensive board. Let's see. Looks like Can got hurt. So Can working on his finger right now. And now Can will be replaced. And they will put some tape on his finger. Meanwhile, back to the action. Antiza with a drive, almost losing the leather. Outside pass, Villarente for 3. And Jong Villarente hits the 3 from the left side. Sampurna being defended by Tungkol. He escapes the defense. He misses. But there will be 2 free throws on the way. So a developing story right now. Lancer Can on the bench. As we first look at this 3-pointer by Jong Villarente. And that's the first field goal of the contest here in game 2. Sampurna at the line, the best player in game 1. And that is way short. A look at Lancer Can being attended to by the coaching staff. And it looks like they are retaping the finger of Lancer Can. Could be a possible dislocation. Sampurna hits the free throw. Tungkol against Castro. Tungkol, the pass to Villarente. Outside to Antiza. Suwing on top. 10 on the shot clock. Nice give and go play. Suwing is rejected by Mayo, but Suwing recovers. Outside pass to Villarente. Baseline drive. And the pass is picked up by Mayo. And here comes Taguig. Sampurna inside. Another foul called on Luid. And that foul is against Jong Villarente. So Taguig with the ball now. Castro will inbound the ball for the Generals. Subrabas guarded by Antiza. And we have an offensive foul called on Taguig. And that will go against Jonats Lontok. And now Antiza with the ball for Luid. Villarente goes to the right side. Santos now with the leather. Against Mayo, posting up. Goes inside. Tap by Mayo. He takes the shot. He misses. Rebound scramble goes to Subrabas. The forward pass to Mayo. Tap by Tungkol. But Taguig recovers. Subrabas from the foul line. And RB Subrabas now on the board. We are tied at 3 early in the first. Villarente. And you can hear the defense chants from a couple of fans who made a trip here from Taguig to Pampanga. Missed by Antiza. And now Castro from the corner. No good. Castro struggled from the outside in game number 1. Castro shot 1 of 10 from the 3-point area. Castro again with a try. He misses again, but Lontok puts it in. And Lontok with the offensive board. And the putback. The Generals ahead by 2 points. Tungkol guarded by Castro. Villarente. Directing traffic for Luid Kapampangan. Antiza with 5 on the shot clock. Suing. Sees an opening. And that pass is deflected by Mayo. Here comes Taguig. But a steal by Mark Tungkol. Luid with another opportunity. Villarente. Guarded by Castro. Sees an opening. Villarente stumbles. No foul called, and the ball will go to Taguig. As we see Jericho Isidro and Mark Manalang now in the game for Luid Kapampangan. Subrabas being pressured. And now Castro, the double team. Subrabas, pass to Mayo, fakes the pass. The floater short. Rebound by Lontok, and it's in. So Lontok with a putback. Another rebound for Taguig. And again, the story of game 1, the rebounding. Taguig dominating that department in game 1 on their way to the victory. Nico Santos against Mayo. Suing fakes outside. Villarente fakes the 3, drives inside. Short pass to Santos. And that one-hander is in for Nico Santos. 7-5 is our count. Subrabas still at the backcourt, being pressured by Manalang. Crosses the timeline in time. Sampurna to Lontok. Shot clock at 10 against Suing. He turns and fires. Air ball. Rebound by Isidro. Villarente. Left side. Manalang. Short on the 3-pointer. Rebound by Sampurna. And you can feel the energy here at the Colegio de Sebastian as we see Sampurna with the layup. And Sampurna, his first field goal of game number 2. Again in game 1, he had 10 in the first quarter in 7 minutes of play. Villarente spots up, takes the 3 off to the right. The board goes to Subrabas. No look pass to Sampurna. Guarded by Villarente. He fakes the shot. From the foul line, that is short. Rebound by Manalang. Manalang, 3-on-2 break. And a collision. And Manalang goes after Subrabas, and the referees will review that one. And Manalang took exception to that bump by Harvey Subrabas. And Manalang still down on the court. There's Manalang. And right after that collision, Manalang went into Subrabas. Let's watch the replay. Manalang with the drive, and then the bump to Subrabas. Manalang nearly falling down, and he went after Subrabas. But Castro right there to separate the two. And we saw one of our game officials signaling a technical foul. So let's see what will be the final verdict here. Another look at the slow-mo. So Brabas went into Mark Manalang. And again, Manalang took exception to what he felt was excessive contact on his part. So again, our game officials are looking at the film as they want to get a clear view on that incident. Another look at the play. The bump by Sobrabas. And then Manalang went after Sobrabas. And obviously taking exception to the incident. You can really feel the energy from the Luid Kapampangan fans. And again, an important game for Luid especially. They don't want to go down 0-2. Let's listen in. So the call is a flagrant foul, penalty 1 against Harvey Sobrabas. And Mark Manalang did not escape a sanction. He was also called with a technical foul. And now Castro will shoot a technical free throw right here. Castro, the free throw is short. So the score is still at 9-5. And then we will have 2 free throws for Mark Manalang plus possession for KBA Luid Kapampangan. Manalang 6 the first free throw. So again, Manalang had 15 points in game 1. But shot just 4 of 15 from the foul line. He misses that second shot. But Luid will maintain possession. Luid trailing by 3. Once again, Lancer Khan on the bench. Seconds after tip-off, Luid was forced to replace Khan due to a possible injury on his finger. Isidro being pressured. Villarete, and the shot clock expires. So Luid turns the ball over with 6 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the first quarter. As we see Mark Ordonez being deployed by Taguig as well as Brian So of Luid Kapampangan. So replaces Calvin Suing, and now Lancer Khan is back for Luid. But you can see his left hand heavily wrapped. Mark Ordonez being guarded by Lancer Khan. Castro to the post, Lontok. Lontok fakes the handoff. Natividad now in the game. 8 on the shot clock for Taguig. Natividad inside to Mayo, lays it in. Natividad found Mayo wide open inside. And the Generals now with a 5-point lead. Isidro against Castro. Kick out. So, the long 2. Rebound by Manalang. Around and out. Ball is loose and taken by LJ Mayo, and now Taguig on the run. Natividad, the drive inside. The scoop shot by Dan Natividad. And Natividad, his first 2 of the game. The Generals now with a 7-point lead. Manalang, short on a 3-pointer. And again, another one and done possession for Luid Kapampangan. Natividad. Castro to Mayo. To the left side, Ordonez. Lontok again at the post. Outside to Castro with 8 on the shot clock. They go back to Lontok. Fires along two. No. Rebound by Manalang. Manalang. Bounce pass. And that is a kick ball. And now a three-man substitution. Tansyoko, Oliveria, and Santos enter the game for Taguig with 5 minutes remaining in the first. Manalang against Ordonez. Manalang. Top by Natividad. Another turnover for Luid. Natividad. The ball is loose. Taken by Toquero, and there is a foul on Taguig. Sloppy possession there for Natividad. Unable to control the ball. Manalang. Once again against Ordonez. Under 5 minutes to play in the first. This is game 2 of the NBL President's Cup Finals. This is a best of 5 affair between Taguig and Luid. So, on top, short. Rebound by Santos. Ordonez pass to Natividad. They go to Tansyoko at the left corner. Santos back to Tansyoko. He fires. And that's a miss. But a good job there by Noel Santos to screen his defender. And Tansyoko had space to take that shot, but he misses. And now it's Luid possession. Khan with the ball against Natividad. He drives inside. The floater by Khan. And Natividad with a foul. 2 free throws for Lancer Khan. The foul is on Kevin Oliveria, sending Lancer Khan to the line. And Khan makes the first. So if you take a closer look at the left hand of Lancer Khan, there is tape on one of his fingers. So now Khan off the mark on the second free throw. And now Ordonez with the ball for Taguig. Natividad inside. The long two by Oliveria off the glass. So Kevin Oliveria now on the board to bring the lead of the Generals to 8. Khan working against Natividad. Bumps into his teammate. Toquero with 8 on the shot clock. Toquero takes the 3. Air ball. And Manalang tries to save the ball to the wrong man. And now, a 5-on-4 break for Taguig. Tansyoko off the mark on that 3-pointer. But Ordonez with a 3 of his own, it's short. And the rebound grabbed by Isidro. There is a foul. So a look at this play. The pass by Natividad to Oliveria. And he uses the glass to convert that shot. So now at the line is Jericho Isidro. Isidro from Minalin had 6 points in game 1. He misses that first free throw. That's his first miss at the foul line. In the finals, he had 3 of 3 in game number 1. And another miss for Jericho Isidro. So the score stays at 15-7. Natividad against Isidro. The screen by Oliveria. No look pass to Oliveria. The long two once again. And there is a foul. So Oliveria takes another long shot. But this time, it does not work. So now Taguig in penalty. So now Lancer Khan back at the line. And you can see that left hand of Lancer Khan. The coaching staff had to tape that finger seconds after tip-off. Khan hits the first free throw. Let's see if that hand of his will affect his performance. The good thing right now for Lancer Khan, it is his offhand. Meanwhile, Manalang forces a turnover and a foul is called on Mark Ordonez. Good effort there by Mark Manalang. And a foul is called on Mark Ordonez. And now it's the turn of Mark Manalang to shoot 2 free throws. Manalang, that free throw bounces in. As we see the fans inside, the Colegio de Sebastian. And 2 for 2 for Mark Manalang. And the lead is down to 4. Natividad crosses the timeline against Lancer Khan. Tansyoko to Ordonez at the corner, guarded by Manalang. Short pass to Santos. Santos inside, Oliveria, another two-pointer, and again, Kevin Oliveria uses the glass. Kevin Oliveria now with 4 points. Lancer Khan fires a 3 off the back rim. Long rebound goes to Santos. One-hander by Santos won't work. And Oliveria gets the board. Ordonez being pressured by Mark Manalang. Natividad escapes Isidro, and the pull-up jumper is good. 6-point gap for the Generals. Check that, it's an 8-point lead right now. Santos with a short stab. Good ball movement there by Luid to score on that possession. Meanwhile, Ordonez from the foul line takes the free throw jumper. No, but Santos with a putback. That's the first two of Noel Santos. And again, off an offensive rebound for the Taguig Generals. Khan working against Natividad. Drives inside. Khan, that bounces in for Lancer Khan. Khan, the tap, almost taken away. They go to Natividad. Natividad turns and fires. And that trickles in for Dan Natividad. So both Natividad and Khan exchanging baskets. And this was also the assignment of Dan Natividad in game number 1. His assignment is to defend Lancer Khan, as we see Manalang with that short stab. Manalang now with 5 in the game. And now Ordonez. And a steal by Khan. In transition, the pass to Santos all alone. 28 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Luid only down by 4, and now Coach Bing Victoria has called for a timeout. Let's watch the slow-mo. Manalang with that jumper. And then a transition play. Khan to Santos for the lay-in. Taguig with a timeout. Welcome back on Aliw 23 as we look at the numbers of Miko Santos, and he is determined to retaliate here in Game 2. In Game 1, he had 9 points, 4 assists, and 5 steals. Pretty decent, but that's below his conference averages of 11 points before the finals. But so far, Miko Santos already delivering for Luid Kapampangan with 6 points. Look at the Taguig squad who are out to take a 2-0 lead in this final series. 28 seconds remaining in the first. Coach Bing Victoria called for a timeout in a hope to stop this run by Luid. Final moments of the first quarter. Ordonez, almost a bad pass, and Tanshoko steps out of bounds. So that's off at timeout. And the pressure defense of Luid working wonders here in the first quarter. 22 seconds remaining. The shot clock is off. Khan against Natividad. Attacks Santos. Again, he has 6 points in the game. Antiza handoff. Manalang against Tanshoko. 10 seconds on the game clock. What a move by Manalang. Everything but a shot. 6 seconds remaining. Natividad across the lane. Natividad! What a move by Dan Natividad! And that is the first on an acrobatic lay-in by Dan Natividad. He has 8 points here in the first quarter. And what a finish to the first quarter for Dan Natividad. And that ends the first. Taguig in control thanks to Dan Natividad. Pull-up jumper from the foul line. But again, Luid Kapampangan still within striking distance early in this game. But Dan Natividad, again, 8 points in the first quarter for Dan the man. And at the end of the first quarter, it's Taguig up by 6. Second quarter when we come back. Welcome back on Aliu 23. As we take the numbers of Dan Natividad, he actually had an off night in game 1. But look at the numbers, the assist numbers specifically, and he played the facilitator's role in game 1. He had 12 assists. But again in game 1, he only shot 1 of 8 from the field. But at the moment, Natividad has already matched his game 1 output on offense. He has 8 points right now, including that late basket at the end of the first to give Taguig a 6-point lead. So now Natividad with the inbound, we have a foul. And that will go against Cyrus Antiza. Ordonez from the corner over Antiza. Air ball. Oliveria with the rebound. And he draws a foul. So again, if you would recall in game 1, Taguig was able to out-rebound Luid Kapampangan. And in the first quarter, we have Taguig getting 17 rebounds already. Here in the first quarter, only 10 for Luid. Meanwhile, Oliveria at the line. Very active on offense here in game number 2. But Oliveria misses on the second free throw. Khan now being guarded by Edsel Galoy. A look at the first quarter field goal. The Generals 55% and Luid 6 of 21, only 29%. Another miss for Luid. And now Natividad with the ball, stops, pull up jumper is good. And Dan Natividad already with 10. So in game 1, it was Mike Sampurna who attacked early on offense. This time in game number 2, it's Dan Natividad. Tungkol. The pass to Can, crossover move. Can drives, loses the ball. Santos outlet to Ordonez. The lob to Dan Natividad. What a play for Taguig. Ordonez finding Dan Natividad for the 2-pointer. And Dan Natividad once again with another basket. As we see Dan, the man, nailing his first shot in the second quarter, and then a highlight play. The two guards connecting. Ordonez to Natividad for 2. And KBA Luid has called for a timeout. Welcome back to the NBL on Luid 23. Another look at the transition play of the Generals. Ordonez with an alley-oop to Dan Natividad. And that enabled Taguig to increase their lead now at 11. Dan Natividad, look at his numbers here. A perfect 6 of 6 from the field. 12 points already for Dan Natividad. So if you compare that to game 1 where Dan Natividad struggled from the field, he only shot 1 of 8 in game 1. Now he is at 6 of 6. A perfect 100% from the field. Another miss for Luid, but Can recovers. The shot too strong. But Can gets the loose ball. Another offensive board here for Luid. Santos makes the shot. So a good sign for Luid. Scoring on the offensive board. And now a foul away from the ball. And a double foul on Galoy and Tungkol. So let's see the slow-mo here. Tungkol and Galoy. So the call is a double foul by our referee. So only a double foul for Tungkol and Galoy. No additional sanction for the players as Natividad gets a well-deserved rest. And now Mike Sampurna, the hero of game 1, returns for the Generals. They're holding a 9-point lead. We have a foul away from the ball. And again, looks like it's Tungkol. So both players very intense right now. So again, the foul is on Tungkol. And again, color developing between Tungkol and Galoy. Again, Galoy and Tungkol still going at it. Back to the ball game, Ordonez. Into the front court. They hold a 9-point lead here. 2 minutes gone by in the second quarter. Galoy against Tungkol. Galoy outside. Oliveria. Way off. Rebound by Lancer Can. Can, the drive against Sampurna. Loses the ball. Sampurna across to Galoy. Galoy the jumper. Rebound by Antiza. Antiza slowing things down for Luid Kapampangan. Can. The pass to Mark Tungkol against Samporna. They go to Santos. 7 on the shot clock. Santos, the long two. Too strong. Who gets the rebound? It's Samporna. Samporna. The pass to the right side. Galoy fires for 3. And Edsel Galoy drains that 3 from the right corner. 12-point lead for Taguig. Tungkol. The pass to Khan. Fires a 3 on top. And he hits it. And Lancer Khan nails his first 3 of the contest. Luid down 9. Samporna attacks Khan. Samporna, the extra pass inside. And Oliveria once again with a 2-pointer. Kevin Oliveria now with 7 points. And Antiza turns the ball over. A backcourt violation for KBA Luid Kapampangan as we watch this 3-pointer by Lancer Khan. And then on the other side, nice dish by Samporna to the team captain of Taguig, Kevin Oliveria, who now has 7 points. And this could be a confidence high on offense for Kevin Oliveria. And now he is on the bench for that well-deserved rest. Galoy. Guarded by Tungkol. Galoy bounces out. And now Manalang taking off an outlet pass. And now Khan with the ball. Khan the drive. Throws it up. A forced shot by Lancer Khan. He wants a foul. And now the outlet to Noel Santos. Santos for 2. And the lead now is at 13 for the Generals. Manalang. Screen by Santos. Santos against Noel Santos. And that is denied. Samporna on the run. Samporna loses the ball. And the possession will go to Luid. And Galoy arguing that it was last touched by Lancer Khan. Let's see if Galoy has a point. And Galoy might have a point there. So they are challenging it. So the play is being challenged by Taguig. So we will take a break. Welcome back as we take a look at this play that is now being reviewed and being challenged by the Taguig Generals coaching staff. The ball or the call was Luid ball. But let's take a closer look at this play. Did Galoy touch the ball? Galoy said no, he didn't. But let's wait for the official verdict. They're still taking a look at the play. So again, a challenge on that play. So that also gave an opportunity for Taguig as well as Luid to draw up a play and regroup. Again, the Generals with a 13-point lead, 37-24 in this important game number 2. The Generals eyeing for a 2-0 lead in this best of 5 final series. And the ruling is it will still stay with Luid. So the challenge was unsuccessful. Villarente with the ball with the KBA Luid Kapampangan team down by 13. Manalang. Pass to Wico to the corner. Isidro for 3. And Isidro drains that 3 from the left corner.
And now Santos with the ball. To pass to Galoy. Galoy to Sampurna. Sampurna still with the ball. 10 on the shot clock. Galoy. And a foul away from the ball. An illegal screen by Noel Santos. So Taguig turns the ball over on that offensive foul by Noel Santos. Let's check the play once again. So it's a moving screen there by Noel Santos. So Santos unable to establish his possession. We have a foul called on Mike Sampurna. First foul on Mike Sampurna, who only has 3 points so far in this ball game. Villarente finds Suing wide open, and he hesitated a bit. He misses, but the rebound goes to Luid. So attacks Lontok. So with the basket. And we have some excessive contact inside after that basket by Brian So. As we look at Wico. Let's see the replay. Watch Wico and Mayo at the middle part of your screen after the shot. And the battle for possession. And an elbow there by Suing. But there was also an initial elbow from LJ Mayo. So let's see the call here. They are reviewing the play once again. From that angle, we also saw LJ Mayo swinging an elbow, and then Wico retaliated. So that was based from that angle. Here's another look at that incident. Oh, so after Mayo went down, Mayo's elbow hit Wico, and then Wico swung his elbow. So we wait for the official verdict here. From that angle, after Mayo went down, the elbow landed into the face of Michael Wico. And then Wico, in retaliation, also swung his elbow. So we will hear the official verdict from our referee, Referee Junel Buse. Let's listen in. So a huge call for the Luid Kapampangan team, as Michael Wico has been sent off for that elbow against LJ Mayo. Wico was called for a flagrant foul penalty 2 for that elbow against LJ Mayo, and that's it for Michael Wico. So now Luid lost a big man here with the ejection of Michael Wico, as our game officials called a flagrant foul 2 against Michael Wico for swinging that elbow against LJ Mayo. So a huge call there by our game officials. And now Luid with a man down, as Michael Wico has been sent off. And Michael Wico, again, one of the big men of the KBA Luid Kapampangan, And Coach Reniel Cabrera speaking to referee Buse to get some clarification on that call. So now 2 free throws for LJ Mayo after that ejection on Michael Wico as Mayo hits the first. So could be a huge moment here in this ball game. 2 for 2 for LJ Mayo. So the ejection could be a turning point for one of these teams, Taguig and Luid. Let's see if Luid can keep their composure and perhaps use this as an inspiration to come back from this game. As we have Galoy, the pass to Mayo, the one-hander, that bounces in. So after making those free throws, Mayo this time hits on that shot, and it's now 41 to 28. So a 4-point swing for LJ Mayo. Can. Double teamed. Villarente with 8 on the shot clock. So another try from the outside. This time, it doesn't go. Sampurna. Attacks inside. Drop pass to Lontok. And now it's 43 to 28. Another field goal for Taguig, courtesy of Jonats Lontok. Manalang against Sobrabas. Bounce pass into Galoy. Taguig now on the run. Sampurna is fouled. And they will review this play. The foul is on Villarente. And another possible flagrant foul here for Luid. They will see if Villarente went for the ball or not. So again, a review of the play once again. And could be a possible flagrant foul one here. And they are checking whether Villarente went for the ball or not. So now we have a decision. One of our referees now walking to the scorer's table. And again, our referees very busy in this second quarter. So 2 free throws on the way for Mike Sampurna. So Sampurna at the line. And he makes the first. So only a regular foul for Jong Villarente. Villarente clarifying things with referee Buse. Also, our referees also for tonight, Coco Arceo and Ferdinand Santa Ana. Sampurna misses on that free throw. Seven to nothing run for the Generals. As we have So with the ball for Luid. They need to score here. They're already down by 16 points. Can for three. So Can drains his second three of the contest to end that 7 to nothing run by the Generals. Galoy. Tumayo at the post against Jericho Isidro. Dump pass inside to Lontok. Nice assist there by LJ Mayo. Manalang with the ball. Luid down by 15. Villarente for 2. Nice pass there by Luid. With the ball ending up with Jong Villarente. Almost a steal by Lancer Can. And now, Galoy fires. Air ball. Rebound by Isidro. Lucky break there for Luid. Can takes the shot. No! And the crowd about to explode here as after that move by Lancer Can. That ankle breaker, everything but the basket for Lancer Can. As we see this dish inside to Jong Villarente. Manalang. Short on that attempt from the outside. So Manalang has yet to hit a three-pointer in this game. Another dump pass inside to Lontok. And another extra pass for Taguig. And Lontok, once again, the recipient of those passes. Manalang handoff to Isidro against Mayo. Isidro the long two, short. Sampurna. Inside, Sampurna short. And the board goes to Villarente. Luid down 15, approaching the 3-minute mark. Manalang attacks inside. Foul called on Taguig. That's against Mike Sampurna. As we look at this move, Sampurna deciding to pass at the last moment to Lontok. And Lontok already with 10 points. Most of them from those plays. As Manalang now at the line. And it's the first free throw. Mark Manalang with 6 points. But again, he has not made a three-pointer. 2 for 2 for Mark Manalang. KBA Luid down 13. Natividad against Can. Tap by Can. And now, Manalang off to the races. Manalang challenges Mayo. It's short. Offensive foul is called. And Manalang called for the offensive foul for warding off Mayo. A look at the play here. Manalang has Mayo to beat. And the right hand there by Manalang on his way up. Sampurna. The pass to Lontok. Lontok again. Working against Suing. Lontok inside. The hook shot. In and out. Mayo nearly getting that offensive rebound. It's going to be KBA Luid basketball with 2 minutes and 38 seconds remaining in the second. Manalang calls for a salute play. Can against Sampurna. Tungkol against Mayo. Suing on top. Back to Manalang. Shot clock at 10. Manalang drives inside over 3 defenders and he shoots over LJ Mayo. Approaching the 2-minute mark. Luid down 11 after that basket by Mark Manalang. Sampurna. Now being guarded by Suing across the lane. Offensive rebound by Lontok. We have a foul. So Lontok grabbing that miss as we see the slow-mo. Tough move inside by Mark Manalang. He had to overcome 3 defenders on that play. And he scored over LJ Mayo. Meantime, Lontok at the stripe. He makes the first. Lontok with 11 points in the game. He had 15 in game 1. 2 for 2 for Jonats Lontok. 13-point lead for Taguig, who is eyeing for a 2-0 lead in this best-of-5 final series here in the NBL President's Cup. Tungkol from the corner. Rebound by Villarente, and a foul is called. So in contrast to Game 1, Luid getting their share of rebounds in this contest. Foul on Fidel Castro as we have a timeout requested by Coach Leniel Cabrera. We will take a short break. Welcome back here on Aliw 23. Kumpleto na ang channel mo. As we watch some of the choice cuts here in the second quarter. And of course, big plays from Jonats Lontok, giving Taguig a 50-37 lead late in the second quarter. A look at the numbers of Jonats Lontok in just 13 minutes of play. Lontok already with 12 points, shooting 5 of 8 from the field. He also grabbed 4 rebounds so far here in game number 2. Also scoring well here in this ball game, Dan Natividad, as he already has 12 points as well in this contest. And a turnover forced by Taguig. Natividad to Mayo with a layup. So off a timeout, Taguig able to force a turnover, and that led to a layup by LJ Mayo. Manalang is fouled, hits a 3 and 1. And that's Manalang's first 3 of the game. And it came at a better time as Manalang is fouled by Mike Sampurna. Let's watch the slow-mo. That was 2 steps behind the line. And finally, Mark Manalang hits a 3. So now Manalang a chance for a 4-point play. And he completes it. The lead of Taguig down by 11. Natividad double teamed. Pass to Lontok. He finds Castro from the corner and he nails that 3-pointer. Huge play by Taguig as Castro hits from the left corner, extending the lead to 14. Manalang with an answer, no. And a whistle on the play. A technical foul being called on Castro and Villarente, I believe. So now, we will see what happened there. Our referee immediately calling for a technical foul. Watch the play. A miss by Manalang, and then on the rebound scramble, and the referee calling a technical foul against Castro and Villarente. So our fans, very animated. They actually saw the slow-mo here in a big screen. Another look at that play. Villarente and Castro battling for the rebound. So we will wait for the official call. Again, the initial call was technical fouls against Villarente and Castro. So now, we will hear the official verdict from our game announcer, Mr. Richard Tampos. Again, our referees very busy in this quarter. We already saw Michael Wico being sent off. So now 56.3 seconds remaining in the second quarter. We have technical fouls being called. So this match, very intense, very important game for both teams. Luid does not want to go down 0-2 in this best of 5 final series. Again, 56.3 seconds remaining in the second quarter. We will have another look at this play. Watch Villarente and Castro bumping into each other. Let's watch it again here. So the referees seeing excessive contact on the two parties, Villarente and Castro. But we will take a look if that call will stay. Again, our game officials still reviewing the incident between Villarente and Castro. The initial call was technical fouls on both players. Again, our score is 55-41. The Taguig Generals with the lead in the final moments of the second quarter. So far, producing for Taguig are Dan Natividad and Jonats Lontok. As now we will hear the verdict from our game officials. Again, we continue to wait for the official sanction for Villarente and Castro. So the call stands, technical fouls on Villarente and Castro. But for Villarente, that's his fourth foul. And there will be a jump ball at center court. So now Villarente is replaced by Miko Santos. So this is the second jump of the game at center court. It's between Mayo and Suing. And a tap won by Taguig. Under a minute remaining in the second quarter, Natividad. Tough shot. Rebound by Lontok. He fakes, he fires, and he scores. And Lontok getting the offensive board. And then scoring over two defenders. Manalang with a three. We have a foul away from the ball. That will go against LJ Mayo, I believe. That's two free throws. Both teams already in penalty. So Calvin Suing heads to the line. 42.3 seconds remaining in this very intense second quarter. Again, Michael Wico already sent off. And we have already seen some technical fouls in this quarter alone. The most recent one being called against Jong Villarente and Fidel Castro. So another technical foul, I believe, on LJ Mayo. So Mark Manalang now with a technical free throw. Manalang hits that technical free throw. That infraction against LJ Mayo. So another technical foul in this second quarter. Now Suwing will shoot his own free throws. Still scoreless in the game. Suwing hits. Calvin Suwing scoreless in game 1. Played 19 minutes. Suwing 2 for 2. And now Antiza back in the game for Luid as well as Harvey Subrabas. Luid down 13. And Luid would want to close the gap even further. So now we are seeing some pressure defense. And the ball will stay with the Generals. So now full court press being shown by Luid Kapampangan, and Taguig wants a timeout here. They want to execute a good play. Welcome back as this play is being challenged by Taguig. And the call was Taguig ball. And Luid challenged that play. And Luid might have a point here. Let's watch it again from this angle. Close call, but again, Luid has a point from that angle. Could be last touch by Harvey Subrabas. So, a possible possession here for Luid with 40.8 seconds remaining and Luid trailing by 13 points. Again, that light signaling a challenge on the side of Luid Kapampangan, who are down 1-0 in this series. Again, this is a best of 5 affair between Taguig and KBA Luid. Luid in their first conference in the league in the seniors division, advancing to the finals, while Taguig going for a second straight title here in the NBL after capturing the Chairman's Cup title last conference. They won over La Union Power. So again, we have seen a lot of reviews, a lot of challenges, and of course a lot of sanctions from both teams. We see another look at that play. The initial call was Taguig ball. They are seeing if that ball was indeed last touched by Lancer Khan. Luid believes that it was touched last by Harvey Subrabas. So the play is being reviewed by our game officials. Again, very busy here in the second quarter. A look at Harvey Subrabas. Did he touch the ball last from that slow-mo? And now we will hear the verdict shortly. So the challenge was unsuccessful. The ball will remain with Taguig. That's the confirmation. An unsuccessful challenge. Meanwhile, Subrabas being pressured. He loses the ball. But recovered by Mayo. Outlet pass to Natividad. He fakes. Turns and fires. Won't go. Rebound by Suwing. Lucky break there for Luid. And now Khan stops, and that ball is blocked by LJ Mayo. Nice defensive stop by LJ Mayo, deflecting that 3-point attempt, and the ball will go to Taguig. So an excellent stop by LJ Mayo. 22.8 seconds remaining, and Coach Bing Victoria not taking any chances as he calls for a timeout. Welcome back. As we look at the numbers of Cyrus Antiza, and he got to bounce back from this performance where he had 9 points and shot 4 of 10 from the field, and only a minus 13 efficiency for Cyrus Antiza in 35 minutes of play. And now the forward pass, and that play didn't work for Taguig. So that means Luid will inbound at their own court. .8 seconds remaining. So no time went off from that play. And now Khan the inbounder. Santos with the ball against Mayo. The shot clock is off. Santos looks for Antiza. Handoff to Manalang. Suwing is there for the possible screen. Manalang drives inside. Manalang, scoop shot for 2. Beautiful move by Mark Manalang. And Sobrabas from half court does not go, and that ends the first half. So a good finish for KBA Luid Kapampangan after this basket by Mark Manalang as they go into their locker room down by 11 points. As we watch another play, or another look at that play by Mark Manalang. Nice sidestep move to the basket for Mark Manalang. And at the end of the first half, it's Taguig 57, Luid Kapampangan 46.
Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag. May kahalong pangarap, gustong maiangat. Larong aking pinag-usayan. Walang pake kahit na malatayan. Kahit anong sabihin nila, wala akong pakialam sa lahat ng bagay. Alam nyo na ba, hindi nyo ako maikukumpara. Bawat laro sa aking kada pasa. Sa alab na puso, laging aasa. Handang suguri ng lahat, tigante man ang katapat. Panis yan sa'kin sapagkat panalo ay aking hangad. Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay. Sa daang matira matibay, ang kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan, lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan, tapas at tapang sa bawat laban. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalap ng pusong handang makipagsabayan. Pasok palagi ang bola, hindi naliligaw. Batang may galawan kaya halimaw bumitaw. Bawat pagtira may kumpiyansa sa sarili, di mapigil ng marami, malupit na dumiskarte. Handang pakita sa mundo ang pagkakaiba. Pag may pangarap handang makipagsabayan sa bawat larong walang humpay, kamay na gustong sumabay. Bawat sakit na may aray, kahit mapagod maglaway, gagawin ko ang lahat kahit ang kaya di sapat. Kahit ang pawis pumakatuloy pa din sa pag-angat, hindi ako mapipigilan lumipad. Ibibigay ko ang lahat sagad-sagad. Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay. Sa daang matira matibay, ang kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan, lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan, lakas at tapang sa bawat laban. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan. Ang hirap handa kong daanan, hindi susukuan, dapat pag-usayan. Tuloy-tuloy lang, kakayanin na lahat na harapin, kahit mahirap sisikaping abutin. Sa itaas ay tumingin, pagbutiin ang lahat, ang bituin ay sungkitin. Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay. Sa daang matira matibay, ang kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan, lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan, lakas at tapang sa bawat laban. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Welcome back on Aliw 23. Kompleto na ang channel mo. And for our halftime festivities, we have an interview with our Executive Vice President, Miss Rose Montreal. And Ma'am Rose, I believe we have an exciting finish to our NBL youth. So, ano po ba ang mga mangyayari?
Unang-una, Ruben,
go ahead, ma'am.
gusto natin batiin ang ating lahat ng mga supporters na nanonood sa Aliw Channel 23. Kompleto na ang channel mo sa NBL FB page, NBL YouTube channel, and in all our other live streaming partners all over the world. Ruben, medyo mainit ang laban natin. Actually, game 1 pa lang mainit na tayo. But, you know, nandito tayo ngayon para i-announce that we just concluded our elimination for the NBL Youth Season 2023 second conference yesterday at the JILCF Gymnasium. Ruben, dalawang scenario ng ating finals no for the NBL Youth for this conference. The 12 under will be a championship game between the Hotshots Basketball and the Junior KBA Luid. For 14 under, it's going to be a match between Junior KBA Luid and Junior Muntinlupa. For 16 under, it's going to be Red Arc JLCF versus the EC Jersey Bruins. And then for 19 under, it's between the JLCF Red Arc and the TGC Aces. And last but not the least, the 21 under is going to be between the La Union Power Hoopers and the QC Simos. Ruben, dalawang scenario ng finals natin no for NBL Youth. Ang unang scenario natin, if there's going to be game 4, doon natin gagawin yung ating NBL Youth Championship. Parang nung ginawa natin last conference ng men's, sinabay natin in the morning yung championship and then isasabay natin yung awarding sa Game 4. But kung hindi na tayo magkakaroon ng Game 4, dahil ang Game 3 natin is going to be on Friday, we're going to hold our 4 championship for 5 for the 5 age categories on Saturday at the JILCF in Bukawi, Bulacan.
Alright, exciting times for the NBL Youth. And of course, patapos na tayo dito sa current conference natin. I believe we will have the third conference very soon. Tell us more about that third conference, Ma'am Rose.
Yes, Ruben, ito yung napaka-exciting because ang daming nag-signify ng kanilang interest sa 21 under, 19 under, 16 under, 14 under, 12 under. May dalawa pa tayong additional na categories ngayon. Ruben, as early as now, meron na akong 10 teams for 8 under and meron na rin akong 10 teams for 10 under. Mix boys and girls. So inaanyayahan po namin kayo. Pagkatapos po ng championship, we're going to hold the team meeting for the incoming team owners for the third conference of NBL Youth. And of course, Ruben, wag din natin kalimutan that at the end of October, on the last Saturday of October, we're going to open our second conference for the season 2023 of NBL Men's Chairman's Cup.
Alright, very busy Ma'am Rose ang ating next few months, no? So maybe may message ka pa sa ating mga NBL fans. Go ahead.
Isa lang naman lagi ang ating message para sa ating NBL fans. Suportahan po natin ang ating mga local hoop heroes. NBL, ang tahanan ng tunay na homegrown.
Alright, that's our Executive Vice President, Miss Rose Montreal, giving us some updates on the NBL seniors and the NBL youth. We will take a short break and discuss the first half when we come back.
Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag. May kahalong pangarap, gustong maiangat. Larong aking pinag-usayan. Walang pake kahit na malatayan. Kahit anong sabihin nila, wala akong pakialam sa lahat ng bagay. Alam nyo na ba, hindi nyo ako maikukumpara. Bawat laro sa aking kada pasa. Sa alab na puso, laging aasa. Handang sugurin ang lahat, tigante man ang katapat. Panis yan sa'kin sapagkat panalo ay aking hangad. Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay. Sa daang matira matibay, ang kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan, lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan, tapas at tapang sa bawat laban. NBL, ito ang ligan ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang ligan ng bayan, nag-aalap ng pusong handang makipagsabayan. Pasok palagi ang bola, hindi naliligaw. Batang may galawan, kaya halimaw bumitaw. Bawat pagtira may kumpiyansa sa sarili, di mapigil ng marami, malupit na dumiskarte. Handang pakita sa mundo ang pagkakaiba. Pag may pangarap, handang makipagsabayan sa bawat larong walang
I'm a lit kid.
Here we fly, here we go, music. Oh yeah, KBA. No matter what we gon' play. Laging nandito sa game. Always training every day. Luid Kapampangan. Luid Kapampangan. Luid Kapampangan. Luid Kapampangan. Kasi what?
Luid Kapampangan, here we go. We ballin', dunking on everybody cause we the GOAT. Di papatalo to, balo yun na Pampanga aming dala. Kahit na anong mangyari, gagawin namin lahat.
Puso sa isip pairalin kahit saan man magpunta. KBA aming kasama, kaya tayo magsaya. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Kasi malakas nga. Open sa depensa, bilog lang ang bola. Sumama ka sa akin, ito ang totoong programa yan. Kapampangan, here we go. Siguradong mararating, madalas magkamali, makikita pa rin ang galing. Oh yeah, KBA. No matter what we gon' play. Laging nandito sa game. Always training every day. Luid Kapampangan. Luid Kapampangan. Luid Kapampangan. Luid Kapampangan. Kasi what? Ballin' in the hood mula pa ng Pampanga. Iba't ibang lugar handang-handang lumarga. May dalang determinasyon at pag-asa. Kasama ang barkadang may hawak-hawak na bola. Huwag na mag-alinlangan pa, di ka manood at makiisa. Kapampangan, tara na, suportahan natin ang bawat isa. You can do it bro, siguraduhin na pasok ang bawat tira. Ipakita ang talentong pambihira. Pag sinabi na Pinoy, ay di mahina. Luid Kapampangan.
At the half, it's the Taguig Generals ahead over KBA Luid Kapampangan 57-46. A review of the first half. Taguig with a 55% field goal shooting, comparing that to Luid only 33%. And the rebounding numbers, unlike in game 1, it's a close fight with Taguig getting that 4 rebound advantage. Look at the leading scorers. Lontok with 14, Natividad with 12. On the other side for the home team, Mark Manalang with 16 and Lancer Can with 11. Again, during the commercial break, you heard the theme song of KBA Luid Kapampangan's youth teams, the 12 under, 14 under, and 21 under. And that song was composed and sang by Zeb, JB, Yanzel, and Waver. Alright, we are about to begin the third quarter here at the Colegio de Sebastian Gymnasium in San Fernando, Pampanga. I'm Ruben Terrado live at courtside. We begin the third quarter of game number 2. Taguig out to take a 2-0 lead in this contest. For Luid, they will look to tie this series at 1 apiece. As we see Manala with a spin move, but that shot was rejected by LJ Mayo. Another great defensive stop for LJ Mayo. We saw that earlier in the first half, and this time a double-handed block by LJ Mayo. Meanwhile, we have Santos passing it to Suwing. 10 on the shot clock. The handoff to Manalang. Bounce pass inside to Suwing against Mayo, and that ball taken away by Sobrabas. The pass to the left side. Castro, a long 2, and that's in. And Castro steps on that 3-point line. That's just a long 2. So now Castro with 5 points. Manalang, the spin move. The shot won't go. Rebound by Luid, and Manalang with another try. So Manalang not giving up on that possession. He has 18 points to lead all scorers in game number 2. Mayo looking to attack. Bounce pass to Castro. Dumps it to Lontok. Against Suwing. Goes to the baseline. Met by the double team. Manalang with a steal. But that ball goes out. Last touch by Mark Manalang. Only 5 on the shot clock. But an excellent defense there by Mark Manalang, as we see that shot by Mark Manalang off that rebound by Nico Santos. Meanwhile, KBA Luid now with the basketball. Manalang against Subrabas. Santos attacks Mayo. Santos fakes. Santos scores. And Nico Santos cuts the lead of the Generals to only 9. They go to Castro from the corner. That's a 3-pointer. Then Fidel Castro nails from downtown his second 3-pointer of the game after only hitting 1 3-pointer in game number 1. Can over 2 defenders. Rebound by Suwing. Reverse layup won't go. Sobrabas, the bounce pass to Sampurna. Sampurna attacks the paint. Sampurna with the block by Suwing. But there is a foul called. And that will go against Mark Manalang. So now 2 free throws for Mike Sampurna. A quiet night for Mike Sampurna offensively with only 4 in the first half. And he misses that first free throw. Sampurna 0 for 2 for Mike Sampurna on that trip to the foul line. Manalang to Can. 3-pointer by Toquero. Too strong. Offensive rebound by Manalang. Manalang almost making the basket. But he will shoot 2 free throws after a foul was called on Harvey Subrabas. And Mark Manalang back at the foul line. Again, Manalang leading all scorers with 18 in the game. 16 in the first half. That ball bounces out. KBA Luid down 12. 0 for 2. But the rebound goes to Suing, and we have a whistle, a foul called on Subrabas once again. Fourth foul on Harvey Subrabas. And now Subrabas is replaced by Dan Natividad, who has 12 points in the first half for Taguig. Manalang for 3, short, long rebound to Lontok. Mayo beats Antiza. Kick out pass. Natividad for 3, no. Castro with a tip in. And Fidel Castro now with 7 points in this third quarter alone. 14-point lead for the Generals. We have a whistle away from the ball. Foul on Lontok as we see this wide open 3 by Dan Natividad. KBA Luid trailing by 14. Toquero across the lane against Castro. Pass, short pass to Santos. Taguig with a 12-point lead. Natividad against Antiza. And Antiza called for the foul after that bump. And Coach Daniel Cabrera having a word with Cyrus Antiza as we see that jumper by Nico Santos. Another foul away from the ball that will go against Mark Manalang. Fourth foul on Mark Manalang. So the leading scorer of Luid in this ball game now with 4 fouls. Castro will inbound for the Generals. Sampurna on top, guarded by Toquero. Dumps it to Natividad against Antiza. Nice move by Dan Natividad. Everything but the shot. Natividad misses after using that glass on that attempt. Manalang drives, blocked again by Mayo. So again, another defensive gem by LJ Mayo. Another look at this one. Manalang nowhere to go on that attempt. And the ball will remain with Luid. Mayo stepping out of bounds. Santos to the left corner to Manalang. That's a 3 for Mark Manalang. And Mark Manalang has already breached the 20-point mark. He has 21 in the game. Meanwhile, we have a foul. Foul on Cyrus Antiza, his third, as we watch that 3-pointer by Mark Manalang. We see some pressure here for Luid Kapampangan. Sampurna gets the ball across. Sampurna, short pass to Lontok, too strong. Rebound by Calvin Suing. Antiza finds Manalang across the lane. Manalang, no look pass inside, turns the ball over. Natividad into the front court. Natividad, the lob inside to Mayo. The pass to Sampurna, jumper short. Rebound by Santos. Outlet pass, telegraphed by Natividad. And we have a foul after that shot. The ball will stay with Taguig. Foul called on Luid Kapampangan, a pushing foul. As we watch the play, Suing pushing Lontok after that screen. Could be a good foul perhaps, as Fidel Castro was wide open from the left side. Sampurna receives the pass. Mayo the jumper. The tip by Lontok won't work. Taguig gets the offensive rebound. Natividad's shot is short. Manalang with the ball. Manalang across the lane. Over Mayo again. No. And Toquero gets the board into. Or that's Toquero with the basket. The pass was given by Mark Tungkol. So again, Toquero with the basket. And now the lead is down to 7. Natividad, a crossover move to the corner, Castro. You can hear the fans here of KBA Luid. Mayo the drive. Mayo lays it in. Silencing the crowd a bit. 9-point lead for the Generals. Antiza slowing things down for KBA Luid Kapampangan. Manalang shoots a three-pointer. Off to the left, Sampurna crashes the board. Castro stops. Dumps it to Lontok against Suing. Lontok finding his teammates, but he goes inside to Suing, and that shot is rejected. Manalang finds Toquero wide open from the right corner. Rebound by Natividad. Natividad stops, waits for his teammates. Inside to the cutting Lontok. Short pass to Sampurna. Spin move. Sampurna with the reverse. Nice play by Taguig. Lontok issuing that extra pass to Mike Sampurna, who delivers with a spin move and the reverse. Back to an 11-point lead for Taguig. Manalang in traffic. That pass too strong for Tungkol, but the ball will stay with KBA Luid. Watch the highlight play of Mike Sampurna. The spin cycle and the reverse. Give credit as well to Jonas Lontok for that pass. 6 on the shot clock for KBA Luid. Manalang another three-pointer. Short rebound by Sampurna. The drive by Sampurna. Sampurna with a finger roll. And off that miss by Manalang from the outside. Sampurna takes advantage with that finger roll. 13-point lead for the Generals. Manalang against Natividad. Suing on top. 8 to shoot. Suing loses the handle of the ball, but there is a foul on Kevin Oliveria. Watch this dipsy-do by Mike Sampurna. Across the lane, scoring over Calvin Suing. What a move there by Mike Sampurna. And Mike Sampurna now being aggressive now on offense. He has 8 points in the game after only scoring 4 in the first half. Antiza, KBA Luid down 13. Manalang against Natividad. Manalang over Natividad and he scores. And Mark Manalang throws that shot and it went in. Almost a steal by Can. Santos across the lane. Short pass to Sampurna. And Mike Sampurna now with 6 points in the third. And Sampurna now coming alive for the Generals here in the third quarter. Can attacks, loses the ball, recovered by So. Antiza on top for 3. That is short. Rebound by Taguig. Natividad stops, pull-up jumper, short. Rebound by Oliveria. They will set things up. Fresh 14 for the Generals. Natividad wants an isolation play. Oliveria with the screen, splits the defense, loses the ball. But a foul is committed by Luid Kapampangan. Let's watch this drive by Santos and the finish by Mike Sampurna. 6 points in the third quarter for Mike Sampurna after a slow start in the first half. And now Sampurna is replaced by Mark Ordonez. So now 2 free throws for Dan Natividad. And that's his first point of the third quarter after scoring 12 in the first half. In and out for Dan Natividad. 73-59 is our tally. Approaching the 4-minute mark of the third. Can attacks. Out to So. Hand off to Antiza. Back to So. So attacks. And So puts it in and a foul. Brian So with the finish. A chance for a three-point play for Brian So. Another look at that play. The drive inside by Brian So. And now So. A chance to cut this lead of Taguig. And that's a three-point play for Brian So. And KBA Luid forces another turnover. Under 4 minutes to play in the third. Let's watch the slow-mo as Ordonez pushes Antiza on that play. So KBA Luid will reset. They will get another possession. Saw from the corner. Short. Rebound goes to Gabiran but he lost the ball. So KBA Luid gets a reprieve after that miss by Brian So. So again, the score is 73-62. KBA Luid Kapampangan still fighting back. But every time, the Generals with an answer, with a run of their own. Villarente the inbounder. Can with the ball. Can so far scoreless in the third. Can in traffic. And that's a walk. So Can taking too many steps on that possession. Let's see the slow-mo once again. Off-balance shot by Lancer Can. And a traveling violation was called by our game officials. Natividad escapes Villarente. Natividad finds Oliveira from the corner. Another shot for Kevin Oliveira. And now the veteran of the Generals, Oliveira, now with 9 in the game. Isidro too strong on that three-pointer. And Taguig will get the possession. A foul is on KBA Luid. Let's see this slow-mo. Kevin Oliveira again delivering for Taguig. Hitting that long two-pointer. And that has been his trademark over the years for Kevin Oliveira. As we watch the play after that basket by Oliveira. Pushing foul called on KBA Luid, and that will send Dan Natividad to the line. And he makes the first free throw. 14-point lead for the Generals, who are out to take a 2-0 lead in this best-of-5 final series on the road. Two for Dan Natividad. Lead back to 15 for the Taguig Generals. This was once a 16-point lead for the Generals. Can with the ball, working against Gabiran. Santos against Santos. Nice fake by Nico Santos. Rebound by Can. Fresh 14 for KBA Luid Kapampangan. Antiza 3 on the way, short. Rebound by Noel Santos. Natividad stops, pull-up jumper over Isidro, rolls out. Rebound by Antiza. Can on attack mode over Noel Santos. Rebound by Ordonez. Ordonez against Antiza. Screen by Noel Santos. Natividad with a crossover. Loses the ball. Antiza nearly stealing the ball away. Gabiran from the corner. And almost a broken play there for Taguig. And that led to a basket by Gabiran from the right corner. And now this is the biggest lead of the game at 17. Baseline drive by Khan. Saw from downtown, way off. That ball will go to Taguig. And Khan with that drive, met by two Taguig defenders, forcing to pass to So, who missed that shot from the outside. Under 2 minutes to play in this third quarter. And now a foul was committed. Natividad back at the foul line. 2 free throws for Dan Natividad. And he's delivering once again, this time at the foul line. Extending this gap to 18 and make it 19. 81-62. And Natividad is replaced. Luid down 19. Manalang with the ball, guarded by Ordonez. Manalang hits that jumper from the corner. Down to a 17-point lead. Final moments of the third quarter. Still, the Generals in control. Ordonez being pressured by Manalang. Tap from behind. The ball taken by Gabiran. Inside to Oliveria. Oliveria with a fadeaway shot, and he scores! And the Taguig Generals bench celebrating after that shot by Kevin Oliveria, who now has 11 points. So with the ball, Manalang. They are down by 19. Drop pass to Santos. But they need more of that. 83-66. 60 seconds remaining in the third. Again, Kevin Oliveira delivering. And now Ordonez with the basket. And Ordonez with his first 2 points of the game. 19-point lead for the Taguig Generals. Manalang fires a 3, and that's an air ball. Watch this move by Manalang. The no-look pass to Nico Santos. And then Ordonez inside the lane, wide open. Another try for Ordonez. And now the lead is at 21. What a third quarter for Taguig. A lot of players stepping up, including Kevin Oliveira, their team captain. A miss there by Isidro, and now the rebound by Taguig. Galoy to Santos, lays it in. And now the lead swells at 23. Final seconds of the third. Manalang, three-pointer, no. Rebound by Galoy. 3 seconds remaining in the third. Ordonez fires this three-pointer. And that ends the third quarter. A huge quarter for the Taguig Generals. And now the lead is at 23 here in game number 2. Watch the highlights of the third. Nice defensive stop there by LJ Mayo. Castro with the 3. It was still a close game in the third quarter, but Taguig pulled away with some timely baskets from Mike Sampurna, as well as from Kevin Oliveira, their team captain. And now as they head to the fourth with an 89-66 lead over KBA Luid. Welcome back to the NBL on Aliw 23. Kompleto na ang channel mo here at the Colegio de Sebastian Gym in San Fernando, Pampanga. A look at Mark Manalang's numbers. 15 points in Game 1, 4 of 14 from the field. But in Game 2, he explodes with 25 points. But thus far, his team is trailing by 23 points thanks to a huge 32-point explosion by Taguig. In the previous quarter, can Luid bounce back from this? Let's see, Manalang. Santos, against Santos, fakes, outside pass, Manalang for 3. And that's a good start for KBA Luid, but they will wave off that basket by Mark Manalang. No basket according to our referee. Let's watch the replay. Manalang. And the crowd does not agree with that shot clock violation. Gabiran working against Manalang. Ordonez drives over Can, bounces out, rebound by KBA Luid. And a look at the quarter scoring. Look at the second and third quarters of the Generals. 32 points in both quarters, leading to a 23-point lead. Entering the fourth. Santos, nowhere to go. Pass to the cutting Isidro, overshoots the mark, but there will be 2 free throws. So Isidro will head to the line. So now Isidro, 2 points in the game, make it 3. A mountain to climb for KBA Luid Kapampangan. They don't want to go down 0-2 in this final series. A miss by Jericho Isidro. Ordonez being pressured by Manalang. Ordonez to Gabiran against Can. Pass inside to Santos. Extra pass. Oliveria. Another shot. That bounces in for Kevin Oliveria. And Kevin Oliveria delivers once again. 13 points for the Taguig skipper. The fake and the basket and the friendly roll for Kevin Oliveria. The former Perpetual Health player playing one of the games of his life. He completes the 3-point play. 92-67 for the Generals. Kevin Oliveria just unstoppable in this ball game. Manalang off balance shot. Rebound by Kevin Oliveria. What a night for Kevin Oliveria in game 2. Galoy spin move. And he recovers but he misses. Loose ball picked up by Isidro. Isidro crosses the timeline. Guarded by Sampurna. Isidro still with the ball. Outside to Nico Santos. Takes the jumper. Around and out. Rebound by Galoy. Galoy to the cutting Sampurna. Sampurna stops. Goes to the other side. And Mike Sampurna. 8 points in the second half. And a timeout has been called by KBA Luid. This is now a 27-point lead as you watch the replay. Sampurna getting that shot off with a reverse layup. We have a timeout. Welcome back to the NBL on Aliw 23. As you see the numbers of Kevin Oliveria, the Taguig veteran who has played for Taguig since season 1, has 14 points. And with a 6 of 8 clip from the field, Oliveria also with 5 rebounds. And what a night for Kevin Oliveria. That's Oliveria right there, playing the game of his life. A crucial performance here for Kevin Oliveria. Lead now is at 27 for the Taguig Generals thanks to Kevin Oliveria. And now, I think one of our referees is throwing out one of the fans here at the Colegio de Sebastian. So we have a break in the action. I think they are ejecting one of the fans here at the Colegio de Sebastian. The fans of the KBA Luid team have come out here. And now again, a fan has been ejected here at the Colegio de Sebastian. Again, a 27-point lead for the Generals here in the fourth quarter. Less than 10 minutes to play. Can Luid come back from this huge deficit? Isidro loses the ball, but the ball will remain with KBA Luid. Last touch by a Taguig defender. Fresh 14 for KBA Luid Kapampangan. Can takes the three, too strong. Rebound by Oliveria. Ordonez with the ball on top. Taguig looking to extend this lead further. Ordonez, this is a long two. And a foul is committed by Calvin Suing. So 2 free throws on the way for the Generals. As the woes continue for KBA Luid Kapampangan. Foul is called on Calvin Suing. So now 2 free throws for Mark Ordonez. Ordonez with 4 points. All of them in the third. Ordonez hits the first. .28 lead for the Taguig Generals, who will be looking to claim their second straight title and third overall in the league. They won their first crown in Season 2 against a Pampanga team. That's the Pampanga Delta in Season 2. Can they do it again? This time against Luid Kapampangan. Can to the corner, Antiza. A whistle is blown. Foul called on Noel Santos. So now we have Lontok, Sobrabas, and Mayo entering the game. And Oliveria gets a couple of high fives from his teammates and the Taguig staff. Solid showing for Kevin Oliveria, who has 14 points. Isidro, fade away over Sampurna, air ball, rebound by Mayo. They go to Sampurna against Isidro. Looking for Lontok. Lontok against Suing. Lontok inside, fakes, handoff to Galoy, double team, back to Lontok, outside. Mayo shoots a three, that's in! So LJ Mayo, who hit a three-pointer in game 1, He makes a 3 once again for Taguig Generals. And now they are ahead by 31. Isidro missing. And Antiza steps out of bounds in front of the Taguig bench. So the frustration continues here as we see this three-pointer by LJ Mayo. And the ball taken away by Luid. Antiza makes the lay-in. And Antiza makes the basket. That is his first 2 of the contest. Galoy at the left corner to Lontok. Back to Galoy, sees an opening, drives inside, shoots over Suing, offensive foul. And the referee catching Galoy using his left hand to ward off Suing. So good call on the part of our game officials. They go inside to Suing with the reverse. Still a big margin here. A steal by KBA Luid. The handoff to Isidro and they will set it up. Isidro launches a 3 off to the left. Rebound by Galoy. Frustrating night for KBA Luid, and Subrabas has requested for a timeout with 7 minutes and 4 seconds remaining in the fourth. Taguig not taking any chances here. Welcome back to the action here in the NBL on Aliw 23. Kompleto na ang channel mo. As we watch the highlight later, we will look back at that clip. So far, it's the Generals ahead by 27 with 7 minutes and 4 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Of course, some of the players who delivered here for Taguig, LJ Mayo has 13 points. And an all-around effort for LJ Mayo. 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and 4 blocks. And look at the efficient field goal shooting for LJ Mayo. 5 of 6, including a 3-pointer early in the fourth quarter. Sampurna, handoff to Galoy. Takes this 3 off the mark. Rebound by Antiza. And Antiza Subrabas to beat. He gives the ball to Isidro, short, but the ball will remain with KBA Luid. Again, time not on the side of KBA Luid, but definitely they want to finish strong and use that momentum come Game 3. And I think Game 3 will happen on Friday, so check our Facebook page for the schedule. I think we will return to the June Duenas Gym for that game. But again, check our Facebook page for the official word on the schedule. Can against Natividad. Inside. And Tungkol lays it in. So Tungkol, a quiet night for him. That is his first 2 of the game. Can also quiet here in this ball game. 11 points, but he has not scored in the second half. And Sampurna makes the basket. And again, Can still scoreless in the second half. And you have to wonder if that early injury to his finger affected his play tonight here in Game 2. Manalang with the miss. Rebound by Sampurna. Natividad now with the ball. Taguig still playing on. 100-73 is our count. Mayo inside to Lontok against Suing. Kick out to Natividad. Shot lock at 8. Fakes the pass. And a foul called on Cyrus Antiza. Under 6 minutes to play in the ball game. As we have Natividad shooting 2 free throws. That's the KBA Luid bench. And it looks like they will go down 0-2 in this best of 5 final series. As we see Natividad hitting the free throw. 101-73. 28-point lead for the Taguig Generals. Can against Natividad. Outside to Suwing. Manalang with the ball. Bounce pass to Suwing over Mayo. And Suwing misses the putback, but he gets it back. Tungkol from the corner. That's a 3 for M. Tungkol. Approaching the 5-minute mark. And now KBA Luid showing pressure at the backcourt. And now Natividad attacks. Natividad scores! And Dan Natividad also having a big night. He set the tone for Taguig here with 12 points in the first half. As we have Antiza missing the shot. But Antiza will head to the foul line. As he watch this play, a no-look pass by Sobrabas. And then the layup over Mark Manalang for Dan Natividad. Antiza 2 free throws. A miss for Cyrus Antiza, who has been quiet here in the ball game. Only 2 points for Cyrus Antiza. Antiza hits the second free throw. 103-77. Natividad against Can. Sampurna against Manalang. Baseline drive by Sampurna. Goes to the other side. And now KBA Luid with the ball. Antiza. Foul is committed by Dan Natividad. Foul on Natividad. Taguig in penalty already. So Antiza will shoot 2 free throws. So now Antiza makes the first. KBA Luid looking to finish strong in this game number 2. From the looks of things, again, they will go down 0-2 as Antiza sinks that free throw. Natividad working against Lancer Can. Sampurna calling a play for Taguig. They will go to Lontok. Lontok fronts Suwing. Backs in against Suwing. Almost a turnover for Taguig. They swing the ball. 1 second on a shot clock. And that will be a turnover. Shot clock violation on the Generals. As we have Toquero, Wico, and Santos in the game for KBA Luid. Of course, this is Marlon Wico. Michael Wico was ejected in the second quarter for a flagrant foul penalty to Ascan back rim. That 3-pointer. So again, a frustrating night as well for Lancer Can, who only has 11 points. Not his usual numbers. He had 24 in game 1. And again, seconds after the tip-off, as we see that shot by Lontok, seconds after the tip-off, Can sustained an injury on his finger, and the coaching staff needed to tape that left finger of Lancer Can seconds after the tip-off. So again, could it be that Lancer Khan was affected by that injury. As we see the play, Antiza with a drive and the collision into Lontok. Foul on Lontok that will send Antiza to the foul line again. As Antiza, that free throw off the back rim. An off night for Cyrus Antiza, only 4 points. And Antiza hits the free throw. .25 lead for Taguig. Ball will stay with the Generals. And for the Generals, a lot of players step up for their team. And one of them, their team captain, Kevin Oliveria, who had a big night. Oliveria, not usually a scorer, but tonight he had 14 points. Meanwhile, we have a foul committed. That's against Subrabas. So an offensive foul is called on Taguig after that push on Cyrus Antiza. So Luid regains possession. Antiza against Ordonez. The drive inside. Antiza lays it in and one. And now Antiza, a chance to redeem himself. As we see the play, Antiza again having an off night. But Antiza, of course, he can bring this fourth quarter into the next game. But he misses that free throw. Approaching the 3-minute mark. 23-point lead for the Taguig Generals. Natividad being guarded by Antiza. And a foul called on Cyrus Antiza. So that's the 15th foul of Luid Kapampangan. So that's it for Cyrus Antiza. And now Villarente will re-enter the game for KBA Luid Kapampangan. So now Villarente reporting to the scorer's table to make that substitution official. Meanwhile, Toquero also re-entering the game, replacing Miko Santos. Lontok against Wico. That's Wico being guarded by Lontok. Meanwhile, we have Ordonez missing. Rebound goes to Toquero. And a forward pass. Lancer Khan, short stop for two. And that's the first 2 points of the second half for Lancer Khan. Lead down to 21. But again, time is not on the side of KBA Luid. They go to Lontok at the post, guarded by Wico. Lontok also having a good game here as Lontok scores on the hook shot. Lontok with 16 points. Khan. Pass to Villarente, nearing the 2-minute mark of this contest. Manalang, too strong on the 3. Rebound by Samporna. And now we are in the last 2 minutes of game number 2. And Taguig will go back to their respective homes with a 2-0 lead in this championship series. 1 win away from another title. We have a turnover for the Generals. For KBA Luid Kapampangan, they will have to regroup and keep this series going come game 3. Meanwhile, we have a timeout called by KBA Luid. to the NBL on Aliw 23. And those are some of the fans of the Taguig Generals who came all the way from their hometown to here in San Fernando to support the Generals. And those again are the fans. Also wearing some shirts of the Taguig Generals. 1 minute and 42 seconds remaining in the fourth. Luid with the possession here with Can inbounding the ball. Manalang. The pass to Can. Fires the three, too strong. Rebound by Villarente. Back to Manalang. Short. Can with the putback. Down to a 21-point lead. But again, a dominating showing for the Taguig Generals who pulled away in the third. A lot of players stepping up in that third quarter, and that included Kevin Oliveria, an unsung hero for the Generals, as we have a foul. In the second and the third quarter, Taguig scored 32 points each in those quarters, and that allowed the Generals to pull away. KBA Luid also playing well despite the injury to Lancer Can. Yes, he is playing, but I believe he's playing hurt as he has an injured left finger. That injury he sustained early in the first quarter. And now Manalang with the ball. 108-86, approaching the 1 minute mark. Manalang, he stepped up for the KBA Luid Kapampangan. As we see this drive by Villarente. Final moments of game number 2. Natividad being pressured. Natividad also with a big night. So again, a lot of heroes for this Taguig Generals team. And that shot way off. Talking about Dan Natividad. At the moment, Natividad with 19 points in our count. Manalang with the miss. Rebound by Santos. 35 seconds remaining. And Oliveria with the ball. And again, Kevin Oliveria, big night. As well as Dan Natividad, who set the tone for the Generals with 12 points in the first half. Jonas Lontok also delivered in the first half with 14 points. And he will end up with 16. So again, a lot of heroes. A lot of players stepping up for this Taguig General squad. And now we have a shot clock violation. Only 14.7 seconds remaining. Final moments of this game. Can with the ball. Fires this three-pointer on top. No. Can with the rebound. Another shot. No good. And we go with the putback. Only 5 seconds remaining. And that will do it. The Taguig Generals grab a 2-0 lead in this best of 5 championship series here in the NBL President's Cup. With this blowout win over KBA Luid, another blowout win for the Taguig Generals. And now they are stepping closer to their third championship here in the NBL. And again, the Generals can sweep the final series next week. And now, our best player of the game. It goes to Kevin Oliveria, the Taguig Generals team captain. 14 points, 7 rebounds, 6 of 8 from the field, and a plus 22 efficiency. A well-deserved best player of the game honor for Kevin Oliveria. And look at the celebration of the Taguig bench. And Kevin Oliveria celebrating with his teammates with a big night for Kevin Oliveria, the team captain of the Generals, our best player of the game. And the teammates of Kevin Oliveria lifting him as if they have won a championship. But a well-deserved celebration for Kevin Olivera. That's our final score, 108-90. Taguig getting a 2-0 lead in this best-of-5 final series. And that will do it for our coverage here on Aliw 23. Kompleto na ang channel mo. So check our Facebook page for the official schedule of game number 3. So as of now, so long from San Fernando, Pampanga. I'm Ruben Terrado in behalf of our hardworking men and women of the NBL. We will see you next time here in the NBL, ang tahanan ng tunay na homegrown.
Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag. May kahalong pangarap, gustong maiangat. Larong aking pinag-usayan. Walang pake kahit na malatayan. Kahit anong sabihin nila, wala akong pakialam sa lahat ng bagay. Alam nyo na ba, hindi nyo ako maikukumpara. Bawat laro sa aking kada pasa. Sa alab na puso laging aasa. Handang sugurin ang lahat, tigante man ang katapat. Panis yan sa'kin sapagkat panalo ay aking hangad. Mabigyan ng buhay, pangarap at hangarin na maging mahusay. Sa daang matira matibay, ang kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan, lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan. Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan, lakas at tapang sa bawat laban. NBL, ito ang ligan ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang ligan ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan. Pasok palagi ang bola, hindi na